Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you are brand new here, welcome in. Today I'm going to be reacting to Alamat's newest comeback. This is Dagundong, the music video. I'm so excited for this. I actually have not heard any of the teasers or any of the little snippets that they've released. I've seen a couple of the, I think I've seen actually all of them, all of the teaser photos, like the individual members photos and I think the group photos. But as far as the actual song itself, I have completely kept myself away from any of the spoilers, any of the tidbits. So I'm going into this music video and into this album reaction, which is going to come later, really blind. So I can't wait because, you know, at this time last year, Pasulong was on repeat for me and it was just the highlight of my fall in terms of P-pop. And so I'm really, really excited to see this music video. I saw the thumbnail for it and it looks really, really dope and I can't wait. And I have my trusty little Alamat bracelet here because I can't do an Alamat reaction without it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this music video in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, you guys, I'm so nervous for this. I can't wait. Oh, I've been waiting for this for ages since it was first announced. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, that's cool. Look at these outfits. Whoa. Oh my god, these outfits! Whoa. With the fire? Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tomas, hi. Oh my gosh, that effect. Okay. Guys, I'm trying my absolute hardest to like read everything and pay attention to the visuals, but there is so much going on. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have so much to say about this. We're not even halfway through. I have so much to say about this music video. I will say as much as I can at the end of this so we don't pause too much, but this feels like a huge just attack of a music video. This is crazy. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Ooh, this split effect. I love that A on Tomas's hat. Oh, that was cool, that little ripple effect. And Taneo's eyes, oh my gosh. These lyrics, you guys. Whoa. Ooh, just like pulling them down. Whoa, the tattoos! That is so sick. Also, I'm loving this kind of like the background where it's like, eh, eh, underneath. It's almost like this chanting, like battle sort of thing, like an arena full of people or like a battlefield, which I guess kind of resonates along with what this sounds like, almost like a war cry or battle chant or like something about fighting and taking back what's theirs. It kind of adds that layer to it and it just makes that chorus feel so much more epic and oh, I love that so much. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, is that it? yeah, okay, I think that's it for the video. Okay. Guys, let me say something here. This music video is probably one of their most culturally important ones that they've released so far, up there with Kas Mala, which has always been my favorite one. And then Maharani. I think, honestly, Gayuma might have topped Kas Mala as far as music videos go, but Kas Mala has a very, very special place in my heart for its cultural significance and all the Easter eggs that they dropped regarding Filipino history, you know, American colonization, all these different things that are going into it that it kind of sparks discussion and allows people to sort of research the history of the Philippines and learn more about it. And I feel like that's a lot of what they were pulling out in this, between the lyrics and between the visuals and everything, all the symbolization in here. What I'm going to do is, just so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about, because there's so much to break down, I'm actually going to go back and watch this one more time and kind of pause in between and give my thoughts about it. Now, I am not an expert on Filipino history. I do want to make that clear. I am certainly nowhere near an expert, and there are many other people who have far more education in this field than I do. But what I'm going to do is try my best to sort of pull out what I know from, like, what I've learned in school or my own research, because I know a lot of that was reflected in this music video. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here and see what I can point out, and like all the little things that I found really cool as well as far as the production of this. So let's start this off. Okay, the writing here, is that, is it Babayin? Is that how you pronounce it? The ancient Filipino writing? Because that's a really cool detail that they added in. And yeah, all of these, I also want to talk about all these outfits going through here. To me, I think they're kind of reflecting the different periods from pre-colonization to Spanish occupation to when the Americans came in, and, you know, the modern looks. And I love that every single member has a different look. And I also like that they work with so many textiles and so many patterns that kind of reflect that traditional art, because I know Alamat they've been working with something that I saw recently, like a fashion show or some kind of project, some kind of organization that promotes artists that work with traditional, like, Filipino textiles and things like that. So I love seeing that kind of reflected in the wardrobe choices here. I think the wardrobe team for every Alamat music video is so detailed, and I feel like they really do their research, and they are really great at choosing what looks best on each member while also going along with whatever the theme of the music video is. Also, the lyrics for this, take to heart the essence of a warrior. Very, very cool. Is that what Isapuso means? Take to heart? Because if so, that is very dope. Also, I love Alas in this outfit. He looks so cool. Ooh, also that in sync head tilt, that was super dope. I love that. And I also like the giant boat in the background, that giant ship. So this part, I think they're talking about, like, the pre-colonization, like, you know, seeing the Spanish coming in their giant boats and everything. And it's like all of these Filipino warriors getting ready to go head to head with them. Ships that carry pestilence. Also, I love the kind of the double meaning of pestilence here, because pestilence to me can be a disease, like anything that comes in and kind of sweeps the area and just destroys everything in its path. That could be disease, it could be destructive insects, it could even be people that come through and destroy the culture of an entire community of people. I don't know. I think that line just carries a lot more meaning. Okay, also, Alas's, the martial arts here, I cannot remember the name of it. I think it starts with a K, but it kind of reminds me of eskrima sticks. Fun fact about me, that was the first hand-to-hand weapon that I learned when I was really young. I just started out learning with eskrima sticks, and that's probably one of my favorite weapons that I've learned when I was doing martial arts. So I don't know if that's the same type of martial arts that he's doing here, but I do remember Alamat once did a little vlog or a little episode thing where they were learning it from an expert. I saw that some time ago. So I like that they incorporated that into their music video. Also, is this the part where someone does a kick? Yes. Okay, is that Zhao? It looks like Zhao and I cannot tell. I think that's Zhao. And Mo looks sick here. Also, I realized Gami, is that Gami yelling in the background? Because I mean, if so, that is so wonderful that they kind of added him in right there. That is really, really heartwarming for me. The conquerors will act like fools once their armors are covered in arrows. Very, very powerful. Also, this image here of RG and Zhao right here. Oh, that's so incredible. Also, I don't know if this is her, but the girl or the dancer with the short blonde hair on the right, is that Swaggy? Because I saw pictures of her on Twitter where she was talking about, like, she was like one of the dancers for Dagundong, and I didn't know if it was in a live performance or in the music video, but if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that's her. Yeah, on that part where they all look up in sync, very awesome. I love this. And this beat, ooh. And like the echoing, I love that they have that kind of resonant sound that they added, that resonant effect to their voices, as well as visually sort of that ripple coming out from the center. I love that. Won't be ridiculed, won't be suppressed. Hearts of a warrior. They got decapitated, they caused mayhem. Also, this effect, this got me. This is so dope. Oh my god. Also, okay, let me point out something. Everybody this era looks immaculate. All the members look so good. Something about Mo this era, I don't know, maybe it's just like the super long hair that he's got this era or something. I don't even know. But he looks like magical. Like, he doesn't even look real. He's just so pretty. Maybe it's just like some kind of newfound confidence or something. I don't even know. Regardless, all 6 members look fantastic though. But I gotta give props to Mo. I don't even know what it is, but something feels different this era. Yeah, and also I love the tattoo up here on his arm. This, I think it's a sun. Looks really nice. My customs were erased. Let me govern. Okay, so this is talking more about like the Spanish occupation, them taking over traditional Filipino culture and pushing it aside in favor of their own culture and Christianity and all the different customs that they brought in to sort of snuff out what was already there. I am the native. And then also I love that they put this part in Spanish as well to kind of drive home this idea where if this is for your sake, pay your taxes to the city council. I don't know, just this is so not talked about in pop music today. Like the history of a country, oppression, you know, the eradication of somebody's culture. Like, you don't see that in pop music today. And that's why I have so much respect for Alamat and their genre of music. And I think this is very, what their work is very, very important, especially to modern day Filipinos, Filipino Americans. I feel like you can learn so much just by watching their music videos and listening to their music. Catalog their names on paper. Let's tear up our tax certificates. I'm assuming, so those are probably all the Filipinos who like rebelled against the Spanish rule. I guess that kind of speaks for itself there. That ripple effect of everybody coming forward. Oh, I'm in love with that. And Tomas's glowing eyes. Oh, I love that effect so much. He looks so creepy. Yes, I love that. Won't be ridiculed, won't be suppressed, won't be tyrannized. Also, I love this image right here. I think this was like the thumbnail, but all of the hands kind of on top of each other, and then Teneo saying many have perished. So I'm guessing this sort of mountain is like all the bodies of the people who have perished, and now they're kind of standing up here because of, you know, all the people that gave their lives for them to be here today. That's how I interpret it, at least. Many lives lost to defeat. 2 novels about their ideals. 3 stars in the sun. Also, Also, okay, this part right here, I noticed, so it's a boot coming down, I guess, you know, in a sense where it's something is still coming to crush them and crush their spirit, but it's also, it looks like a combat boot, like a military boot, and the line is the conquerors were planning on exchanging hands, so I'm assuming that this is kind of like the American government coming in and, you know, the American military coming in to occupy what the Spanish had. So I love this imagery of sort of this, like, combat boot coming down to crush them. Don't you see them on the sea? Oh. Trying to get a better look at that boot. Okay, so maybe it's either like a military boot or I see like black pants. It could be like businessmen if it's supposed to be like nice dress pants, like American businessmen who kind of came and took advantage of everything there. I don't know. It could be all of the above. New ships that carry pestilence. Okay, I like that line too. Kind of echoing what they were saying earlier in the song. It's a different kind of pestilence now. Like they thought they were through with the Spanish, but then the Americans kind of came in and had their own plans and had their own ways of being pestilence, I guess. Jesus, look at Mo. I know I said earlier he looks extra good, but like, I don't know. I'll shut up now. Also, yeah, these tattoos here, if you guys are familiar with Filipino tattoos or any of the symbolism behind them, let me know down in the comments because I'd like to know. They're very interesting looking patterns and I would love to learn more about them because traditional Filipino tattoos are so interesting to me. And also those drums. What are those drums called? Wait. Those look amazing. I gotta know what they're called. And also in the back, I don't know what that gold thing is. Is it like, I think to me it looks like a gong of some kind, but I don't know if that's what it is or if it's just a symbol. I'm just kind of speculating here. These dancers are doing fantastic. Also, speaking of dancing, I cannot wait for the studio dance version of this, kind of like what they did for Ugghhh I and I believe Gayuma, because that's gonna go so hard. I feel like this was just made to be an epic studio version, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that's the end of it. Okay, legitimately, guys, I think this is probably, in my opinion, their best comeback. At least that's what I think. And that's saying a lot because they have had some really killer comebacks between like Maharani, Aswang, the ones earlier in their career, like I said earlier, Kasmala, which was probably one of the most important comebacks that they've had. This is insane. And this one especially kicking off their second album here. Like, I am so incredibly proud of this group. And I also, you know, this is the kind of group that I want them to be more well-known as a P-pop group, if that makes sense. Because I have seen before with so many groups, they keep getting compared back to K-pop. Oh, they're kind of like K-pop. This is so distinctly P-pop. You can't compare this to any other music genre around the world. And Alamat has always been like that. And I really hate that they're such an underrated group, like just in the pop world in general, in global pop, because if you had people from other cultures listen to this, they would not be like, oh, that reminds me of K-pop. Like, this is something so different. And my favorite thing about Alamat is that when they started out, they had this goal of having a multilingual group coming from different parts of the Philippines, representing different parts of Filipino culture and kind of being like this link between the past and the present and kind of bringing up traditional Filipino culture for people nowadays to become interested in, which I think reflects in a lot of the messages and a lot of the imagery, a lot of the things in their music video. It's something to be celebrated. I think that's so much of what they have as being Filipino is something to be celebrated and something to be cherished, and it's your culture is something you should be interested in. And I love that they're bringing that forward as a modern pop group, and they've never strayed away from that goal. They've never strayed away from the messages that they bring. They're such a fearless group, and you know, instead of going and doing something more mainstream, they've creatively taken their inspirations and turned them into such unique and unusual things. And I understand Alamat's music is not going to be for everybody. The instruments that they use, the type of music they have, you know, it's not going to be for everybody. And that's okay. But it is important that they've released it. Like, I don't know how else to describe it other than their music is so needed in the pop world and it's so appreciated. I certainly appreciate it. And I hope that they know what kind of an impact that they're making, because I definitely think they're gonna keep blowing up and keep being huge. I can't wait for their concert coming up in December. I really, really hope it's successful for them. And hopefully I'd love to see them on this side of the ocean at some point. If they ever want to come to the US, I know we'd be really happy to have them. But yeah, anyway, Alamat, I don't know if you guys will ever see this out there in the universe, but your fans, Magilu, are so proud of you. You know, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on an epic comeback. This song is so amazing, so catchy, and it's something that you put on if you want to feel badass. I really hope that this is played in like arenas for like, you know, if Team Philippines goes to the World Cup or something, like this should be the theme song for them, their fight song, their battle song when they're coming in, because this just, you know, is such an aggressive message of pride in oneself and pride in one's history and pride in being Filipino. And I could rattle on all day about the importance of this song and the importance of this group to me, but I think you guys have heard pretty much all the rambling that I've needed to say. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching with me. Let me know down below what your thoughts about this are. If you know anything in this music video that I might have missed, please let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to come back when I release the album reaction. That is going to come out at some point. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.